Sat Sri Akal ji, pyar pari mohabbat pari tonu sareyan nu Sat Sri Akal ji, and welcome to UK Bhangra Culture. My name is Sukhi Bart, and obviously you're watching Brit Asia TV, and yes, this is the last show. I know. Oh, I hear you say it's the last show of the series. Okay, so we will be back in the new year with a brand new show, with a brand new look, with the brand new features. Yippee! I hear you say. Here's what's coming up in today's show. Sat Sri Akal. You're looking so wonderful. See, it's already brought a smile to your face. What can I say? Okay, thank you very much to everyone who has been visiting my Facebook and got the message. But honestly, it's the last show of the series, and we will be back. Thank you very much for everyone who's actually, supported the show. Thank you. I am honestly humbled, and the whole team here is honestly humbled just to see what a big impact this show makes in your life. And I was at the Macmillan Cancer Support the other day, and it was really, really nice. I was sitting on this table, and these young girls, young ladies were sitting there, and they must have been 16, 14, and they said, "Oh, are you Sukhi Bart from UK Bhangra Culture?" And I said, "Yeah," my wife was with me as well. And then she says to her friend, she goes, "Oh, my granny loves the show. She absolutely loves it. I watch the show with my granny." So it's so nice that this show can unite a granddaughter and a granny, a dadi and a poti, or a nanny and a panji or patiji, whoever you're sitting with, to watch the show. So we are truly humbled. And so I just want to say a big thank you to these people who've specially emailed in. Amandeep Singh, thank you so much for your kind remarks regarding the show. That's Amo. Thank you for saying that it's a great show. You will miss it if he ever goes off. And thank you. You said the contents of the show is so good. It's so informative. The Punjabi is brilliant in it, and we talk about the roots of Bhangra and where Bhangra actually comes from, and what Bhangra is all about, and what Punjabi culture and Punjabiyat is all about as well. So thank you very much. Especially coming from Harvinder Bohan on behalf of Gurinder Sangha, Sandeep Sunur, Amrit and Satti Sandhu, Aman Jagpal, and probably every one of the viewers. You said it's 2 a.m. and you're sitting on your phone and you just discovered that the show is going to come to an end. Let me just say it's not going to come to an end. We will be back with a brand new show in the new year. So thank you so much to all the Bohan family. And thank you to T Singh. Thank you very much for your wonderful email. Thank you so much for supporting the show. And also Arshdeep Singh, ਢਿੱਲੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਵੀਰ ਜੀ. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹੇ, "Hey Sukhi Paji, just wanted to say you're the biggest fan of the show. Never miss any of the episodes. The issues that are raised up and conversations created are amazing, and you can't end the show. We won't end the show, I promise you. And it's good to end, but I wish you all the best and good luck for the future. Your biggest fan." Thank you very much. I'm your biggest fan, yaar. That's the biggest thing I'd like to say. And last but not least, this has come from Nikki, Noreen and all the Slough crew, and it's really nice way you've put this together. You've said the show must go on. It's nice to know what goes around in the music industry. Yeah, the credit goes to Gurj, who's the producer of this show, so that the newcomers can prepare for it. Really good. The interviews are so much interesting than other shows. Thank you very much. I don't want to compare you with other hosts, so thank you. Please don't compare me, because I am who I am, and everybody does their best to actually bring the show to you. So thank you so much. I know people are complaining about the show, but if they listen properly, it all makes sense. And you are not going against the caste system at all. In fact, you are correcting the caste system. You are not making two singers fight between each other. What you're actually doing is actually telling the real story behind the scenes. So thank you very much, Nikki Kaur, for that. Further to my complaints of you ending the show, I will keep it. Adding some names in the email which agree with the show. So thank you so much. And there's a couple of other people I want to say a big shout out to that as well. But before that, let's check out the charts. Here's the top 5. Here's from 10 to 6. There you have the charts according to the production team of UK Bhangra Culture. Now let's get on the way. Let's check out the first video of the show. Here it is. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Now, I received this really interesting email from Baljeet. Baljeet, thank you very much. And you especially said you've noticed that I mention in almost every interview that I do the groups of the 80s, the big boys, the Heeras, the Alaps, you know, the Pachangis, the Apana Sangeets, and you said, but you never get these artists on the show. How right you are. And we've just done that. Okay. Now this is one of my favorite bands. One of my favorite bands, and you know what, I used to gate crash people's weddings, and I wasn't the only one. I know there's lots of you out there who used to do that same thing. Obviously they were, you know, performing at weddings and you were too young to get into the gigs, but I gate crashed many weddings, and I apologize for that, just to see my heroes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Heera. Paji, Sastrikal. You're looking so wonderful.
Thank you.
So brilliant. After all these years, not that it's been that many years, but you're looking so well.
Sukhi, we started early.
You must have. Look at me and look at you. What shampoos are you using?
As he usually does,
That's style.
Obviously using too much wash and go, isn't it? That's what's happening. How have you been?
Very good, very well. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Kumar Paji and obviously Dhami Saab. Where should we start? And where should we start? Let's start.
Sukhi, ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਬ੍ਰਿਟ ਏਸ਼ੀਆ ਟੀਵੀ ਦੇਖਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੀਰਾ ਗਰੋਵਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਜਾਨੀ ਕਿ ਪਲਵਿੰਦਰ ਧਾਮੀ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਔਰ ਕੁਮਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ.
That's lovely. That's a brilliant start, and I think that's a great point to start our culture. You've promoted our culture for so many years in your singing. You're promoting your culture now. Lots of people out there, youngsters, we DJ and we have to put the Heera track on to end the show, even to start the show. When you started on this journey, did you think that this is where it was going to go?
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ, ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਬਣਾਈਏ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੁਣ ਸਕੀਏ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ. ਤੇ ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇਹ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਸੀ ਅੱਛੀ ਲਿਰਿਕਸ ਹੋਣ, ਅੱਛੀ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ.
And Kumar Paji, obviously when Heera first, as he made the Heera, Palvinder Paji wasn't always on board at the beginning, was he?
Well, only few months difference.
Well, he used to perform with Kala Sona. I used to be with the Great Indian Dancers. So actually ਜਦੋਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੀਰਾ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਫਾਰਮ ਅਸਲੀ ਉਦੋਂ ਹੋਇਆ, ਦੋਨੋਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕਰਕੇ.
ਬੜੀ ਫਨੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਏ.
That's what I want to hear. Give me all the fun.
ਮੈਂ ਕਾਲਾ ਸੋਨਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗਾ ਸੀ, ਇਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਗ੍ਰੇਟ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਡਾਂਸਰਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੀ. ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੋਲੋ ਗਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਿਹਾ. ਦੋਨੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਏ, ਦੋਨੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਹੀ ਸੁਰ ਤੋਂ ਚੁੱਕ ਲਈ,
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਬੈਕਿੰਗ ਮਿਊਜ਼ੀਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ, ਜੇ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ.
ਸੋ ਇੱਕ ਐਕੋ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਪਤਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਹੌਲਾਂ ਦੇ
ਸਾਊਂਡ ਵਾਈਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਪਤਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ.
ਪਰ ਜੇ ਉਹ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਮਿਲਦੇ, ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਹੀਰਾ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ.
ਕੀ ਬਾਤ ਹੈ. ਫਿਰ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਦਾਂ ਲੱਗਾ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੌਰ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਆ? ਬੇਸੁਰੇ ਜਾਂ ਨਾ ਸੁਰੇ
ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਸਟੇਜ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ, ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ, ਲੈਕ ਆਫ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ. ਬਟ ਯੂ ਗੋਟ ਟੂ ਸਟਾਰਟ
somewhere ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਰੁੜਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਰਦਾ, ਉਹ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ. ਇਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੰਮਦੇ ਹੀ superstars ਜਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਸੀ.
But it's hard work and mental. I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, Palvinder Paji, you mentioned the name there, the Great Indian Dancers. Obviously, I was involved with the Bhangra group as well. I mean, tell us about those days, because they are the pioneer, I suppose, of Bhangra as in dancing Bhangra. Because afterwards, I think, a lot of the groups stole their name as the Bhangra groups.
Actually, ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀਜ਼ ਤੋਂ ਬੁਕਿੰਗ ਆਉਣ ਲੱਗੀ, ਤੇ they asked us, we want to hire a group, Bhangra group. We used to take that as an insult. We're not Bhangra group, we are a
Sangeet group.
फिर बाद पता लगा कि इनके Bhangra is a style of music which people are actually associating with.
And for so many years they've the Great Indian
Dancers. Great Indian Dancers ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ 1966 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ. So I joined that group in 77. So ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਫਿਲਮ ਸੁਹਾਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਭੰਗੜਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਸਾਰੇ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਨੇ. So I was with the Great Indians till 83, even after forming Heera. So I was with them.
And they danced on Teri Rabb Ne Bana
Di jodi to
in the background. You see the Great Indian dancers. I remember seeing them, and they won so much competitions as well, because
ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਭੰਗੜਾ ਕੰਪੀਟੀਸ਼ਨਸ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਗ੍ਰੇਵਜ਼ੈਂਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਬਰਮਿੰਗਮ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਲੰਡਨ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, like Wembley Conference. It used to be really good.
It was big.
Okay, so Heera is formed now. So how do you both sit down and decide, well, let's get an album together? I mean, that must have been so exciting as young men of that time.
ਸਾਡੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਦੇ ਬੜੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਕ੍ਰਿਟਿਕ ਹਾਂ.
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਵੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ.
ਜਦੋਂ ਲਿਖਣਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਲਿਖਣਾ, ਤੇ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਗਾਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੀ ਗਾਉਣਾ. ਤੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ
ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਿਹਨੂੰ ਸੂਟ ਕਰਦਾ, ਕਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਨੀ ਕਿ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਦਾ. ਹੁਣ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਾਰ ਛੜੱਪਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਲਿਖਿਆ, ਗਾਇਆ ਧਾਮੀ ਜੀ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਟ ਲਿਆ, ਲਿਖਿਆ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਗਾਇਆ ਮੈਂ. ਸੋ ਉਹ ਸਟਾਈਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੀ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਪਰੋਮਾਈਜ਼ 뮤직 ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ.
That's brilliant, Kumar Paji, because I suppose in a way ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਯਾਰ ਮੈਂ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਹੀ ਗਾਉਣਾ. When there's two people involved, I mean, that's so important for to say, to let your ego down, or to say ਚਲ ਯਾਰ ਤੂੰ ਗਾ ਕੇ ਦੇਖ ਲੈ.
ਅਸਲੀ 뮤직 ਦੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੱਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ, ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਣਾ ਰਹੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਬਣਾ ਰਹੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਫੈਨਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ. ਜੇ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਫੈਨਸ ਪਲੀਜ਼, ਅਸੀਂ ਨੈਚੁਰਲੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਆ. ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਕਿ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ 1980 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀਰਾ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਫਾਰਮ ਕੀਤਾ,
ਤੇ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਰੱਖਣ ਲਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬੜੀ ਦਿੱਕਤ ਆਈ ਸੀ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਇਕੋ ਰਾਈਟਸ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਇੰਡੀਵਿਜੂਅਲ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਨਾਮ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਰਾਈਟਸ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਲਈ ਜਾਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਬਾਕੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਹਾਰਡ ਵਰਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਵੀ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਕੀ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ
You've already done a show. No, there's no name.
Yeah, no name. ਤੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਫਿਰ ਨਾਮ ਕੀ ਰੱਖੇ ਫਿਰ ਦੇਖੀ ਧਰਮ ਭਾਜੀ ਦੀ ਫਿਲਮ ਲੱਗੀ ਹੋਈ ਡਿਮੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਿਲ ਕਾ ਹੀਰਾ ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਗਿਆ ਦਿਲ ਕਾ ਹੀਰਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੈ ਦਿਲ ਕਾ ਹੀਰਾ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਹੀਰਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੀਰਾ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਯੂ نو ਸੋ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਧਰਮ ਭਾਜੀ ਦੀ ਫਿਲਮ ਤੋਂ ਹੀਰਾ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਰੱਖਿਆ
That's brilliant. Okay, I'm in conversation with the two and only with one of my favorite Bhangra groups of all time, the Heera group. We'll be back after this break and the conversation shall continue.